Hey, what's up? It's Charlie. On this episode, I'm going to talk about some of my January favorites, some stuff that I like, that I bought, and some of the wonderful adventures we had in January. So it's February 3rd. I know this is a bit late because all of January was super crazy. I really only filmed like one episode, 2 episodes maybe, but we had a huge month and I'm going to talk about some of the things that we did. Our band Bipolar released our newest EP called 7, which features 4 songs. I'll put some links down below where you can get your hands on it. We're super proud of this album. It's already getting really great reviews. We had a wonderful time releasing it, and that was like the highlight of the month. Well, that's kind of tied with another thing that was a highlight for January. That other thing, to not keep you waiting, was that my husband Brian and I are buying our first house. We got pre-approved, we went and looked. It took us 2 whole days to find something that we loved. We put an offer on it. They accepted our offer, and now we're just waiting for all of the paperwork stuff to close, and then we will be able to move in. We're so excited. I'm gonna have like a really nice office. I get to decorate just for doing videos and for doing my Etsy stuff, so I'm super excited. I will show more as I get more access to the house, but to share our adventures in remodeling it, getting it ready, and decorating and all that jazz. Another thing that happened in January was we got to go to NAMM 2017. NAMM, for those that don't know, is a big music gear convention, basically like CES for music gear. And we got to walk around and see lots of really cool stuff. One of the best things that happened that weekend was we got to check out Line 6's Shuriken Variax from Stevik, the guitar player from 12 Foot Ninja. We watched the best demo I've ever seen. He's hilarious. We love their band anyway, but it was so cool to see him put that guitar to use, and I'm not a guitar player and I already want 2 of them. This is a groundbreaking technology for guitar, and I put some links down below for everyone to check out. There will be a link to a video of Stevik talking about the Shuriken Variax there, but he was a really nice guy, one of the best guys we met all weekend. It was really awesome. My only complaint about NAMM is that it should be about musicians or industry people going and figuring out what is the best new gear to come out for the next year. However, it tends to be fans everywhere waiting in line for signings and waiting to take pictures with people. And as a musician, I look at that kind of as a hindrance. I mean, I know that there's a lot of people that are like star chasers that go to NAMM and just get tickets so they can walk around trying to hang out with rock stars, and that's kind of annoying for those of us who are actually musicians trying to walk around a crowded expo hall all day just to, you know, get into the booths and talk to the right people, find out what's coming out, see if you can get hooked up with the sponsorship and that kind of crap. But we always hear every year that NAMM's cracking down on passes, but every year it's more and more crowded. And this year, even with the rain down in Anaheim for like 4 days straight, it was still crowded. So if you're a musician and you want to check out the Variax, I'm going to put some links below. But other than that, like, that was the only really cool gear that we saw at NAMM that stood out. The rest of the stuff seemed to be the same as it had been the year before. We did make some good connections with some of the drum companies there, but we ran into a couple great musicians that we look up to, like Brett Hines from Mastodon, and Brian, my husband, always recognizes people and runs into people that I don't necessarily know who they are, but he knows them. They're all from like the older bands and stuff. But we had a blast. It was a great weekend. We did have a weird incident when we left, or tried to leave. We had rented an Airbnb and the host didn't give us a parking pass, just told us where to park in the parking garage of the condo. And then the morning that we were supposed to leave, we found out my car got towed, and yeah, it was a whole ordeal. But it got worked out. She paid for it to get out of the tow yard, and yeah, we got home. In January, on top of buying a house, releasing a new album, and a new video that I forgot to mention, our band released a new video for a song called Overnighter, which I will also put in the links. It was so much fun. Actually, I don't know if I can put it in the links yet, because we only released it at the show, and we still have some stuff going on behind the scenes, and I don't know if I can release it yet, but I'll update you guys when I can. But we had a great turnout for the show. We had a great release party, so we are buying a house, we released a CD, we're releasing a video, we got to go to NAMM. I was way too busy to film enough like I should. I really tried to get footage at NAMM, but it was crazy, like I said, overcrowded, and carrying my camera around in a crowd was not very secure. I mostly got a lot of GoPro footage of people walking around, but I don't think that's worth it. So, but now I want to discuss some of the awesome things that I discovered and used a lot in January. Maybe I didn't discover all of them in January, but I used them a lot. And I watch these videos from other YouTubers, and I'm constantly finding really great things from the YouTubers that I follow. And one of them is Kristen Leanne. She's super popular, awesome with her Arctic Fox hair color. I too love the bright color hair, so I started following her about a month ago. And she also does really great makeup tutorials. I suck at makeup. I will never do a makeup tutorial. I promise you that. I really suck at that. But I do always need to find good makeup for stage, to wear on stage, to wear all day, make sure that it lasts all night. And one of the things that she recommended in one of her foundation videos was this Tarte foundation, and it's called Empowered Hybrid Gel Foundation. And I'm not usually one to spend more than maybe $10 or $11 on foundation. This I found for like 40 bucks. Totally worth it. I love this stuff. And let me open it up here. The shade that she used is actually the shade I bought. It's called Light Sand. And it's perfect. The coverage works great. Totally worth the money because a little bit goes a long way. But I love the smell of it. It works really great on my super dry skin. And I wore it the last two shows that, well, actually the last show that we played, and it's great. But yeah, it gets a little dirty on the top. But that again is the Tarte Empowered Hybrid Gel Foundation. Really great coverage. 40 bucks. There's a lot of other foundations that are super expensive out there, but this one is worth the money. Sorry if there's a glare. And also, like I said, I don't do makeup tutorials, but I do like to buy makeup, and occasionally I find really great things. This was actually another recommendation from a friend. With my complexion, pinks and purples usually look really good on my face. So I found this CoverGirl True Naked Roses palette. It was like $40 online, but I found it at like Target for like $10. And I'll put some links to some of these items that you can buy online. But Amazon started selling this for cheaper after I had originally looked. But this was only 10 bucks at Target. And again, it's called the CoverGirl True Naked Roses palette. It's got these really pretty sparkle pink. You can see which ones I use the most. The sparkly pinks and sparkly purples and all of this really pretty shimmer color, but it looks really good on my complexion. I love it. I wear it almost every day. And because I'm a bargain shopper, like I said, I don't like to spend a lot of money on myself when it comes to makeup. I feel like I need to get the most for my buck. So I found this lot of 6 really cool matte colored lipsticks. And I love the liquid lipsticks. They're actually like lip gloss, but these are really matte. I'm wearing this color now, and they're pretty dark. I do like to add a little bit of a shimmer gloss onto them to make them a little bit shinier, because matte, I don't know, I'm not comfortable enough with matte. But you get 6 of them, and they're like $7, maybe $8 yeah, $7 or $8, and you get 6 of them, and they're totally worth it. They too last. They last almost all day at work if I'm not drinking a ton of coffee, but they last for shows, and they have full coverage pretty much. So check them out. I don't know what the brand is. Madly, Clean Color Madly Matte Lip Gloss. Yes. And these colors are all like dark burgundies and purples, but they look really cool and they work. I like them. Okay, so enough with the makeup. I'm not a beauty guru. I'm not going to pretend to be a beauty guru. I suck at makeup. I buy what I think works. I'm one of those people that buys something, sticks with it for a while, and then if I get a good recommendation or they just stop making it, I'll try something new. So for the most part, like I said, I suck at makeup. But I would love to be on a wonderful beauty guru show and have them show me how to do things properly because I was not properly trained. YouTube is basically my makeup teacher. So now back to things that affect me as a musician. I like to stay up late and I have to wake up early. And with those combinations come dark circles and puffy eyes. And I found this awesome stuff to help combat that. And that is these wonderful collagen eye masks from Pure Derm. They are enriched with collagen, vitamin E, green tea extract, and tropical fruits. And they come in packs of 30, but they send you 2 packs when you order them. So you get a ton for your money and they're totally worth it. I put them underneath my eyes when I'm getting ready to go to bed, and then by the time they dry I take them off, and the next morning my eyes aren't puffy and I feel rejuvenated. But again, they're called Collagen Eye Zone Masks from Pure Derm, and I will put links below. Another thing that will help you if you like to stay up late and have a hard time falling asleep like I do because I think about too much stuff and my brain doesn't turn off. My friend recommended melatonin, which I had never tried before, and this stuff is pretty good. It tastes like fruit punch and it helps you naturally fall asleep. It's not a sleeping pill. It's not any kind of medication or anything like that. I don't like any type of pills, but this is natural. It's melatonin. It's only 10 milligrams. It dissolves pretty fast, and yeah, it helps you fall asleep drug-free. And the last thing I'm going to share with you is this wonderful novel that I found on Amazon. And if you are a fan of rock and rock literature and fiction and the band Every Time I Die, you'll probably dig this because it's written by the singer Keith Buckley of Every Time I Die. But it's called Scale, a novel. And basically it's about this guy Ray, and he's a partier, he's an indie rock musician, and his life is kind of dysfunctional. I've really only gotten to like chapter 2, but so far so good. I mean, Keith's an amazing lyricist, and a lot of his words are very complex and have a double meaning to them in the songs that he writes. So he's a really good fiction writer, and I wish I would get brave enough to finish my book. My husband constantly reminds me that I need to finish it, but I'm lazy. I do so many other things, so I'm not really lazy. Just, I don't know, I got to a point where, yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about it on another time. But yeah, check out Scale, a novel by Keith Buckley, singer of Every Time I Die. So this is my first time sharing this kind of stuff with you. If you like it, thumbs up, subscribe. I'll be doing more of this kind of stuff, kind of mixing the domestic in with the wannabe rock star stuff that I post. But so January was an awesome month. February is right on the track for that. We had a really great show to kick off January, or kick off February because it was January 28th. But I don't have a lot of subscribers yet, but I am getting really great messages and emails from those of you who have been watching, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I wish I had more time to do more videos. I will do more, I promise. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe.